gosh. Welcome back to Turnt with T.S. Madison on FOXSOUL. I'm joined today with my legal representative, attorney Kendra Stephen. Today we're going to discuss brand protection. Now, Kendra, you have been my attorney for a while now, and you have really put me on to this whole thing of protecting my brand, protecting my intellectual property, and just making sure that I'm getting paid for everything I do and say. Now, I really wish that I would have had you earlier in the onset of my career, because a lot of my catchphrases that are being used around the world, Puerto Rican, is something that I would love to have been compensated for. So tell me, what got you into the whole brand protection situation?
Oh, that's a great question. I think it was looking at people constantly create content and not protect it. We're in this space where everyone's creating, but everyone's not owning and they're not protecting, right? Remember I told you about that $400 million catchphrase?
Yes, you did.
$400 million for saying, let's get ready to rumble. And he trademarked it and he was able to license it. And I think if a lot more people understood that, they would protect their content too. They're just putting it out there, but they're not protecting it. And so they're not able to properly monetize it.
And just like hashtag step up, I've watched my catchphrases be used in Drag Race, VH1, all over the place, HBO. And sometimes it gets me really angry, when I hear my voice and I hear stuff, whatever, and I'm not being, monetized for these things. And I'm so glad that you came on board and started getting me in the right direction with that.
It includes trademarks, copyrights. It includes contracts. A lot of what we're doing right now in order to get you the proper compensation is protecting. And then there's the next level, which is enforcement, right? And that's an ongoing thing. As you can see, as soon as you say something, you do a soundbite, it's everywhere. And so that's why we're like, hey, Madison, before you put this out, let's make sure we take the proper steps. So if it does get big and people do start using it, you already got that protection in place, right?
But what do you say to a person like myself, who is just I'm just a walking
cash machine.
Yeah. I'll say something that'll go viral today, just out of the blue, and I'll find it all over TikTok. And I do see a lot of TikTokers and Instagram people on their reels, because people get paid for reels and stuff. And I'm like, these people are monetizing off of, can you copyright your voice? Can you copyright what can you not copyright?
So copyright registration is what you use for your content. So your videos, your sounds, your music, your movies, your blogs, your books, those are things that we protect under copyright. So even those sound bites that you have, but then you also have small sayings that would fall under trademark.
What is the difference in between the two? Are they not the same thing?
No. So trademarks are all about protecting your brand. So your packaging, your colors, your logos, your slogan, your name, that's all under trademark. Every time you wear, Gucci, they have the double G's. That's protected. But let's say if Gucci came out with a book and they're like Gucci Fashion House, that's protected under copyright because it's a written work. It's content. That's what we call it. So your brand's content, copyright. Your brand itself, trademark.
Wow.
Yes.
Years ago, I was in a vicious scandal. I was in a vicious scandal because I was wrapped up into a situation where people were under the assumption that I stole a trademark. I did not steal a trademark. I registered a trademark, to save a brand, because another individual that I was involved in business with had not stepped forward to claim what we were doing. And I was trying to protect our brand from other entities in taking the situation or being able to monetize or take control, ownership of it. Now, my business entity did not have my partner's name on it. However, that was not me, eliminating my partner from it. It was I stepped forward and I, proactive in trying to protect the brand, from outside forces. And, people accused me of stealing the trademark, which was not the case. Do you think in any space or any capacity that I was wrong for protecting the brand, or or was there a space that that down the line that, or in the space that I could have added her or added the person to the trademark, or was I impetuous in trying to move and maneuver and not thinking? Because I didn't do anything with intentions of not locking my partner out.
Oof. Now I can't go back and see your old conversations, but we'll take it from the legal point. If you guys had an agreement and you said, hey, we need to protect it, you taking that step to do it was fine. The issue that I would say as your attorney would be, hey, at some point we need to add her name.
Which was
we
not,
could have done,
which
right?
was not, which
Yeah.
was not an issue at all.
Yeah, that's
That
the
was
only
no
thing.
problem for
Yeah.
that to happen at all.
But here's the thing. This is also why having an attorney do your application is so important. So most people would do what you did. They'll put it in, they'll put that one person name, but not knowing there is a way to add both people, but it's not very clear.
Correct. However, that's to the wind, and we've moved on, and we're turned out with T.S. Madison on FOXSOUL, and I just wanted to know, the errors into the situation.
Yeah.
However, now we're on board, and I've moved forward, and I have trademarked my own name.
Yes, you have. You ready for your gift?
I want to see it. Let me see what it looks like.
Okay, well, I brought this gift for you.
Yes.
Let me pull
Okay.
it over here. This is your brand box.
Okay. This is my brand box, ladies and gentlemen. My brand box.
All right, open it up. This was put together just for you.
Oh my goodness! Hold on, I gotta move this out of the way. I haven't moved this.
It
to the
is a
side.
big box.
It is a big. Well, look who you're dealing with, darling. So we go to congratulations. If you guys can see, congratulations, and then there's so much stuff. What is this?
Well, that's your congratulations card.
Okay, so
Okay,
this is my
but your-
card.
And now your certificates are right there.
These
Go
are my
ahead.
certificates. What is this?
No, those are your certificates.
these
Go
are
ahead,
my
open it up.
Okay. Wow, look at that.
You're official.
I am official T.S. Madison, honey. I own that, ladies and gentlemen. T.S. Madison. Oh my God. So I own my name. So
Yes.
listen, all you other T.S. Madisons out there, honey, that's in the world that I used to be in, get ready. Your days are numbered.
There's another certificate in there for you because you did also register something else.
Wait a minute. Wait. Are you serious?
Yes. take a
Hold
look
on.
at
Let me see.
It's funny that you brought up that story.
Well, it was important. I own what? The Queen's Supreme Court.
Yes, you
Oh
do.
my God. Oh my goodness. Yes, honey. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we are about to do something very special with Kendra. I want you to hold on to your seats because the show is just getting started. We'll see you back after the break. Welcome back to Turnt Out with T.S. Madison on FOXSOUL. And listen, Kendra, thank you so much for all of that legal advice. I think now I want to play a little game with you that I call Citizens Court. I will present you with several legal cases hot on the streets, and I want you to tell me who would you represent, why, and why not. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Netflix or Monique?
I'm going to go with Monique.
Good.
I'm going
Good.
to go with Monique. I think a lot of what she is going through is unfair. And honestly, it needed to be brought to the surface and we needed to address it because she's not the only person that's going through that. She's not the only person that has had that happen to her. So I think it's important that we actually support her and she gets justice.
Yes. All right. Jussie Smollett or the alleged attackers?
I might have to leave that entire case alone. I read some of the documents and, it's just so very interesting. But I do know he's out on appeal, and I am interested in seeing how his attorneys work his appeal case. So if I had to do representation, it would be his appeal case because his trial is done. So now they're appealing the verdict. So I'll jump on that. I'll take his side because we're doing appeals.
Girl, I really watched him when he was appealing to get out, and in his appeal, he was using every method to get out. Like he was saying, he was immunocompromised, and someone's going to try to take his life. It was just a lot of stuff, you know.
I don't think it ever needed to get to this point. I know they're using him to make sure it's a great example, but at the end of the day, if you're using more resources to make him an example, I don't know if this should even have gotten this far.
All right, P-Valley or Nikki Gilbert?
Oh, that's going to be an interesting case, only because in copyright, right? Copyright is to protect the right to copy. So if they're copying exactly as she has written, then I would probably have to go on her side, right? Because copyright infringement is a big deal. It's a big deal. But there's been several times. This is not unheard of. This is why you always say don't submit a pitch without your lawyer. Don't, get in that room without your lawyer having you protected, because it is very common in Hollywood for you to make a pitch and then turn around and somebody else produces the same thing.
Very, very common. I've seen it a lot. All right. And last but not least on the list.
Uh-oh.
Tasha K or Cardi B?
I'm going to have to go with Cardi B with this one. The only defense for defamation is the truth. That's it. That's it. So if someone is saying you are defaming them, the only thing you can say is this is absolutely true. So, and the only way you can prove those things that you were saying about Cardi is if you had her medical records. So I'm going to go with Cardi on this one.
So you'd represent Cardi?
I would definitely represent Cardi. I like it like that.
Well, Tasha K says she don't have the $4 million, so how are we going to get that?
Her mouth got her in that trouble, so she needs to sort that out. This is why it's important, even when you're a blogger and you're on the online space, if you're going to be talking about people and saying these are facts, then you need to be able to back it up. That's why you would see other people say allegedly, but she didn't. And then when she had the opportunity to back down, she kept going.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our game, honey. Y'all give Kendra a round of applause. Kendra, I want to thank you so much for your time. And, where can the people find you?
You can go to brandprotector.com.
And that's just that simple.
Yes. Brandprotector.com is the easiest way to find me. And then, of course, on Instagram and places like that at Kendra Stephen. But brandprotector.com.
All right. You heard it right here.